What is up, Golden T-Mobile community? Tilt Nasty coming to you with another edition of our Windy City Showdown introductions. I know the last one didn't record, so we're going to go through those guys today. I think I got the audio working, and let's do it by walking through Mayfield. I played this course quite a bit in cabinet back in 2018, so I know it halfway decent. So let's take a peek at it. I've only played it once all the way through. We'll play the front nine today. I'll do the back nine next week. And let's introduce our first participant of the day. This guy does so much for the Golden Tee community. I mean, he basically runs the league in some capacities on the council. He's the reason why we get to automatically receive our matches every week, why we can do the triple tap. Mr. Joel Wilborn, aka Moneyball. Joel's just done so much for the group, made our lives a lot easier when it comes to the league with his technical chops, being able to kind of program some of these things to make it easier, make it automated. Overall, just a great guy. I think I don't know where Joel lives actually. I want to say he was in Texas somewhere, but not anywhere I'm familiar with. But anyway, Joel's going to help tremendously at Chicago. I mean, a big reason why the tournament went off without a hitch last year, why we could see live updates of matches that were in progress. That was pretty cool. And he'll be a big reason why the tournament's going to be a tremendous success this year. So, and there we go. Just tap in a little sniper for Joel. Joel, looking forward to seeing you, having some dinner, maybe having a glass of bourbon. We'll see you in a couple weeks, dude. All right, number 2 on the list, Mr. Matt Shulkin. This guy also does a tremendous amount for the league, for the Purple Schlubs group that we have running, and I don't think Golden Tee runs. Definitely know he's a big mainstay in the community. He's been around the game since the inception, and just does so much for the community. Great guy. All right, Mayfield number 2. So the idea here is to get it past that truck, in between the truck and the water. I think this should be fine. And if you get it in between the truck and the water without going in the water or in the truck, leaves you a pretty simple shot in, right? That is how you want to play this hole. Nothing to it. Matt hails from Boston. He's a pretty good, pretty avid Golden Tee player. He wasn't able to make it last year. He had some conflicts, but he was still involved in spirit, I guess. He had some action on the Calcutta. I think we did a shot in honor of Matt because of all the work he did for the tournament and leading up to it. Looking forward to meeting Matt Shulkin in person, aka EAD. Number 3 on the list. Oh, let me get it back in front of me. I think we got another Windy City Showdown Council member. Oh, nope, not a council member, or not a member of the committee, I guess. But this guy has contributed significantly to the prize pool and why it is as large as it's going to be this year. Mr. Lance Martin, aka Rasta. Tremendous effort from Lance on his artwork and his charitable donation and the raffle that he won. Ended up raising, I think, $2,300 or maybe even more than that for a nice charity that he was able to partner with, and then obviously raising I think it ended up being about $1,750 for the Windy City Showdown prize pool, which was, obviously awesome. Without that, that's almost $2,000 extra this year. We've got the pot over 13,000, and I think we're going to continue to add to it leading up to the tournament. Would not be surprised if it gets to 14. Lance Martin, thanks for everything you did in and around that, and everything you do for the game, and the fun and joy you bring to the chats at times. Lance goes by Rasta. I don't think I mentioned that, but next up, this guy is also on the Windy City committee, and he goes by Phil Rumley in real life. He goes by Phil Rumley in the game. Phil, quite the contestant last year at the Windy City Showdown. Had an incredible match against Tony Johnson on the stream on Hawthorne. It was incredible to see. I think Phil aces three, the par four over the wall, and then Tony Johnson unfazed comes back and puts it right on top of him. It was just incredible to see that happen. Incredible to watch. Um, but Phil's a great guy. He's done so much for the community. He's a great player in gold. Been a mainstay there. World qualifier. I don't think, maybe not last year. I think he had a rough go in all 16 weeks. Wasn't able to sneak in, but I'm sure he will be there this year, and he will no doubt be a force in Chicago in a couple weeks. Look forward to seeing you, Phil. See you in Chicago. All right, next up, man, the man, the myth, the legend, the voice that is Golden T-Mobile. I cannot do it as well as him. I'm trying my damnedest, but I am no Chad Schrump. It is going to be so exciting to see Chad again. Drink some bourbon, cobble together some appetizers and lunch. I'm definitely going to be starving when I get there, Chad, so please make sure you order at least a couple platters. But on all seriousness, looking forward to seeing Chad, having him on the stream, having him do the commentary. He was on the podcast if you didn't get to watch it or get to listen to it. Some great shout outs to the group, some great color around what to expect at the Windy City Showdown. I mean, we've got like a 20-person dinner teed up for Thursday night. We're going to be playing golf, real golf on Friday. We're going to be playing some double matches on Friday evening. I mean, if you're not out there, you're missing quite the event. I don't know what to tell you. We've got free entries out there. I think we've been promoting 2 free entries to the Windy City Showdown. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't be there unless you're dying or dead. Chad, it's gonna be great to see you. I mean, just gonna be so many legends out there. I mean, it's basically like the World Championship on steroids. We've got twice as many guys. We got 13 guys from gold. We got another handful of guys. We got 8 or 10 guys from silver. We've got a handful of guys from the purple division. We got 6 or 8 guys coming from the bronze division. It's going to be great. You got to come out. All right, next up, man, this guy was finished 4th at Worlds this year. I ousted him on Cape Haven, but he is number 1 in gold this season in the league, Mr. Matt Hanson Chubby Cox. Matt brings some, pretty dry humor to the chats. I think he's quite a funny guy. Just his one-liners are pretty hysterical. He was number 1 qualifier, I think, in Chicago last year, and I believe he had a rough go in match play. He lost his first match. I think dropped to the losers bracket. I do think he won a match down there, but got ousted in the next match. Could have that wrong. But Matt's overall great dude. It was awesome getting to hang and do dinner in Vegas with him, and certainly looking forward to connecting in Chicago. All right, next up, man, this guy is going to bring the cabinet game to the Windy City Showdown. He's probably going to make a few bucks playing side games in cabinet. We're also going to have I think we're going to have 3 machines there. So even if you're not necessarily a mobile player, we're going to have plenty of cabinets to entertain ourselves on while we're waiting for our matches or just hanging out. Mr. Eric Nelson, Paranormal. I think he just qualified for he won a World's Pass at one of the PEGT events by winning the purple bracket. I don't know if that was Wisconsin or maybe it was Florida. I'm not entirely sure. But congrats to Eric Nelson, Paranormal, punching his ticket to the Cabinet World Championship in July, I believe. I like going over here. If you can hit it just in between the houses, it leaves you a pretty reasonable shot. I don't want to hit this too far, but I got to hit it far enough. I think 6 wood's plenty. 6 wood will get me to where I need to be. Yep, stay up. Okay. And that leaves you a pretty simple shot. I mean, if you can. Anyway, that's kind of where I like to go. I think that makes the most sense. I don't think you can play it in the fairway and get there too, although I haven't tried. I just remember hitting that shot in cabinet, so that's what we did there. I don't know how Eric did in match play last year. I think he was in the silver division, and I want to say he won a couple matches. I think he might have finished 4th in silver bracket, but looking forward to having Eric out there. Quite the cabinet player. So, all right, who we got up next? Ooh, okay, we're moving on to number 8. Chris Bone Jones Jones. Bones Jones. I believe Bones is in the bronze division. He's been a little bit of a rising player. His game's really come quite the distance over the last year or so. And I don't know how we're going to get this there. Maybe we won't get this there. Maybe we'll have to chip it in. I'm not sure. I guess we'll wrap it around there. But looking forward to seeing Chris, getting to meet him again in person. I'm not sure how he fared last year in Chicago, but I think he's a little bit of an underdog this year. I think you got to watch out. I think he could sneak into silver, and I think get off the green. I think he could go deep in silver, honestly. He's sneaky. He's good. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. No big mistakes. And his game has gotten a lot better. So good luck to Chris. And let's see if we can chip this in. 27. That looks good. I don't know if I hit it hard enough. Not too hard. All right, Bones Jones, 18. See you in a couple weeks. All right, last but not least, the Sofa King himself, Mr. Sammy Sofa. Oh, Sofa, man, you're too funny, and I'm excited to hang out, drink some bourbon. You're going to give me a bunch of shit. Hopefully you'll have a little better run this year. I actually had a pretty good run in Chicago last year, qualified gold. I think he finished 5-6, and he could have easily been top 3 if it was not for some missed putts on the iPad, which I know he wasn't as used to and familiar with at the time. So I'd expect him to make another deep run in Chicago. He's a good live player. Should have beat me in Chicago last year and been in that 3-4 spot, but certainly looking drinking some bourbon as well with you. There's a bunch of bourbon guys in this during these intros. Well, that's what we got right now. 9 more guys coming to Chicago. We'll see them there. See you all there. Gonna have over 13,000 in prizes. Get out. It's not too late. Book a flight. Get in your car. Find a hotel room. Bunk up with somebody. Make it happen. It's gonna be a phenomenal 3 days. See you at the Windy City Showdown in a couple weeks.